Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to Into the Black, the series where we just go and explore the universe of Elite Dangerous and see what we have in store for us. Right now, we are in a very nice looking little system. Unfortunately, this one has been scanned previously. We are orbiting an F-class star, which is very nice. And we've also got a bunch of planets which may potentially be terraformable. So what we're going to go and do is we are going to go and scan all of these and see what comes of them, see which of them are and which one of them aren't terraformable. Now, it's entirely possible that none of them are candidates for terraforming, but it might also be possible that they all are, though it is very highly unlikely. Right, so that's the first one scanned. Let's go and see what this one is. No, it is not terraformable, but it is a high metal content world. And it is a little bit under half an Earth mass. Next, we're going to go and take a look at this one here. So basically, we're just going to move down the line, and basically from here to... get off. There. To this one. Now, these all have been scanned before, but that's not a massive problem. Now, I've got to apologise for a couple of things quickly, people. The first one is I may sound a little bit off at the moment, and that's because I am suffering from hay fever right now. Summer has started here in Norway, and I have absolutely horrible hay fever, and it's starting to kick in. So I'm basically struggling to breathe through my nose, and it may come across in how I'm talking. The second is for the lack of videos over the last 4 or 5 days, and there's a reason for that as well, and that's because I've been having some trouble with my internet, but that's only been the last day or so. The rest of it is I've been having some trouble with my shoulder again. Thankfully, I'm having my MRI scans tomorrow, so that's going to be great. I'm going to hopefully find out what's wrong with me over the next few weeks. But yes, it is nice to finally get back out into the void and go and see what the verse has in store for us. Now, we don't want to go too quickly because I don't want to go and have to do a loop of shame around these planets. Now, whilst we're scanning this one, I'm actually currently going to go and check. Right, okay, that's to our next point, but that's fine. But what I want to check is how far away we are from Jonai, which is our starting point here. Now, obviously, we've not been making that great of progress because I noticed recently that I haven't actually been making any Into the Black videos since I started playing Kerbal. So that needed to be fixed, so that's why we're here. And, oh, what's going on here? I do believe that I have gone and unselected. Yes, I have. So, there we go. Accidentally went and deselected our current target as soon as we went into the galaxy map. Should have really realised that was going to happen. But yeah, it's been a while since we've been out into the black here. And I thought it was about time that we came back and actually started doing some more exploration. Because, like I said, I really want to get this commander into a Diamondback Explorer. And that reminds me, speaking of this commander, we'll quickly take a look at this. Is this one terraformable at all? No, it isn't. So let's move on to the next one. And that is about 1,200 light seconds away. So that's not going to take too long to get there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on the blue cruising speed. And then whilst we're doing this, we're going to go and have a quick look at the Holo Me. Because we should still be going. Because this is Commander Mal Reynolds. Now, it's not perfect. This is definitely not a one-for-one from Mel from the Firefly show. I did my level best to get it as close as I could, but I just can't seem to get it any better. So, right now, this is a work in progress. It's very different from my other two commanders, Commander Ducky and Chaos Wolf, but it's interesting. I'm still not happy with it, but we'll get there eventually. Now, obviously, he is wearing a nice brown, a dark brown Remlock suit, because he's a brown coat. He's got to have a brown one. But yeah, no. That is Commander Mal Reynolds, and eventually, hopefully, I'm going to either completely change so that it's nothing like Mel from the series, and just have it like Mel's descendant or ancestor or whatever it would be. And maybe even change the gender and have it female or something. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, because I'm not really sure what I want to do with it yet. But we're closing on this planet now, so we want to go and find out what this is. Whether or not this one is actually terraformable. I'm not convinced it's going to be. To be perfectly honest, I'm not convinced that any of them in this system are actually going to be terraformable, but I'm going to scan them all anyway, because they've got atmospheres, so it's going to be a good one to go and scan anyway. Well, I'll tell you what, I've been noticing things now in Elite since I've been... Uh-oh. Now I'm doing it, aren't I? Let's see if I can get the scan of it as I go past. No. Okay. So we've got a turnaround. But yeah, as I was saying, I've been noticing some weird things with Elite since I've been playing Kerbal. And that's the effects of gravity on your ship. Because, like I said, I've been playing a lot of Kerbal Space Program, and that's kind of more... kind of geared towards what our scientific understanding is of things at the moment. I mean, it's backed by NASA, from what I understand. And doing gravity assists, speeding up, slowing down with... Oh yes, we have got a candidate for terraforming. That's awesome. And it's just over half an Earth mass, so that's great. And let's go and scan these other ones, because I'm hoping that these ones are also going to be terraformable. Because that's going to be nice. That's going to be earning us a nice little pretty penny. But I've noticed, like I said, I was going off tangent again, that the way the gravity affects your ship in Elite is very different to Kerbal. And Kerbal is kind of more towards modern day scientific understanding. The thing is, I understand that in Elite we are not actually flying straight towards things, really. In a way, we are in a way, but we're using frameshift drives, which are folding space around our ships. So naturally things are going to be different. But I've been curious and wondering recently whether or not this would actually be scientifically accurate. I know our Lord and Saviour, Mr. Braben, likes to go and make the game as scientifically accurate as possible while still making concessions for gameplay. Which is totally understandable, but what I'm wondering is this how... Do these ships act as they would in real life, in a way? But I know there's no real way of knowing this, for the simple fact that we're just not there yet. I mean, the closest thing we've got to what we're experiencing in this game at the moment, to in real life, is the fact that apparently a more science fiction project is being given a green light and apparently passed peer review, which I'm not sure if this is entirely true, because I never know what I can believe and what I can't on the internet half the time. And this is apparently that the scientists are apparently wanting to start working on an EM drive, which basically uses no propellant whatsoever, but just generates propulsion through electromagnetic waves, which is really spectacular. I'm really going to be curious to see if this actually does work. So that's very, very interesting, and I'm really curious as to what kind of thrusters the ships in Elite use. I mean, it's probably detailed somewhere in some fluff or some lore in the game that I've just overlooked. I mean, just recently I went into the local kind of geek bookstore in Oslo the other day, and I went and picked up one of the Elite Dangerous novels called Docking is Difficult. I mean, I picked it up just because it sounded like it was a good first Elite read. And I haven't managed to read too much of it as yet, because usually I spend way too much time on the computer and not enough time reading. But so far, I say so far, I'm only like a couple of pages in, so I can't really form an opinion on it so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off talking about that for a while, and I'll give a bit of a review on it after I've finished finally. Now, right, is this one terraformable as well? Hopefully so. Yes, it is. It is terraformable, so that's 2 of them. So can we go for 3 terraformable worlds? We'll have to go and see. Now, like I said, we're about 3,000 light years out from Jonai. And I believe that we have... Let's have a look in here. Because there is our goal. So let's go and see if we can actually find it. Here we go. This is our goal system. And how far is that away from us now? I've got to say, that's not as far away as I thought it was going to be. So we're only 1,500 and... Well, basically 1,500 light years even away from the nebula. So this is going to be awesome to go and get to. I mean, it would be nice to go all the way out to Jax, but I'm way too lazy to go and do that right now. I didn't realise there was actually a community goal going on at the moment. So if I could go and get to a station to go and check what it was, it would be nice to find out. But I can't do that on Command Mel. I'll have to go and do that on either Ducky or Chaos Wolf. And that reminds me as well, there's been some rumours floating around that I went and got sidewinded on my main account. And I've got to say that these rumours of my sidewinding have been greatly exaggerated. No, I did have rebuy, or maybe not quite just. I did lose a module or 2 that I had modified, which was a pain in the ass. But I did actually go and get my Corvette back. So don't you worry, my loyal Wolfpack members. Your Alpha is alive and well. So I've basically just got to go and replace a few modules on the ship. But anyway, what are we doing here? Like I said, we're just going to go check if these are all terraform. I believe we've got only one more to go and scan after this one. And I really want to go and start doing some more of these because of the Into the Black videos, because I really want to get into a Diamondback Explorer, especially since with 2.3 we've now got more engineering opportunities to go and lightweight our ships. I mean, I just recently finished working on my kind of Explorer Conda for, well, basically for getting around Elite Dangerous on my main account. And no, this one is not, but I'm going to go scan the last one anyway, just in case. Yeah, so basically, like I said, I've just been finishing modifying up my, technically my Explorer Conda. It's what I use to go and get to Exploration Elite on my main account. And I've managed to get it up to a really good jump range. I'm just trying to remember what it was. Oh yeah, that was it. I managed to get, well, I say that's it. I actually posted a picture up on Facebook and Twitter showing the work in progress jump range. And I actually managed to get it to 62.66 light years at that point. But like I said, this was still a work in progress. And what I actually ended up managing to get it up to was 62.9 light years, so just shy of 63 light years. Now, somebody did actually go and share a picture of an Anaconda with a 71 light year jump range and saying, "Ha, beat that." But the thing is, my Anaconda is fully set up for exploration. It's got all the scanners, it's got an SRV bay, everything. And it fuel scoops everything, so it's all set up. So I'm wondering, what has this person done in order to go and get 71? I'm actually suspecting that they're trying to kind of hoodwink me a little bit, and what they've actually got is a lower jump range ship, and they're actually using a synthesis to make it look like it's got a better jump range. I could be wrong. I mean, it could be entirely possible to get a 71 light year jump range on Anaconda, but I really don't think that's possible. I mean, on my Anaconda, I got an absolutely phenomenal roll on the frameshift drive. I've got a 55.55% increase to the optimal mass. And no, this one is not terraformable either. But anyway, let's go and move on to the next system. I mean, I suspect it is entirely possible that I am wrong about this, but I don't think it's possible to get an Anaconda up to that much of a jump range. I mean, I've lowered down the modules on virtually everything on there. I mean, I'm using thrusters that are two classes too small. I've literally lowered everything down. I'm using a 3D shield generator. Unless it's completely strip-mined it out, I don't think it's actually possible. But yeah, right. There doesn't seem to be all that much of interest in this system. I mean, I could go around and actually scan a bunch of these. In fact, actually, that looks like it might be interesting. Let's give that a quick listen. Yeah, that is either a rocky or a high metal content world. But it's still possible that it might be terraformable. It looks like it's got an atmosphere. So let's go and give it a scan and see what it says. I mean, I doubt it's terraformable because I believe this is an M-class star. Yeah, it is an M-class star. It's a little bit too red to be anything else. Well, it's not red enough to be a... Oh, what's the one after there? The M-class. The N-class, maybe? I'm not sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know we've got an F-class, which is a brown dwarf. But this is basically the hottest of the red dwarves. And it's this star actually is the coldest of the stars that we can actually go and scoop from as well. Because as usual, I've got my route planner filtered out to the scoopable stars only. Yeah, rocky ice world, and that's not going to be terraformable. That's going to be way too cold. So let's go and see what it says about it. 1.7 Gs. Ooh. Well, not 1.7 Gs even. It's 1.7 Earth masses. It's 1.05 Gs even. Because I always thought that the amount of gravity you would actually be under on a planet would be relative to the actual size of it. It is, but it's not one for one. Because I always thought, oh right, we're on Earth, which is 1 G. If we go to a planet which is twice the size of Earth, 2 Earth masses would be 2 Gs. No, it doesn't work like that. I was very surprised to find that that was the case. But this is actually an ammonia-rich world as well. So that's interesting. Oh, it's apparently got a thin, almost seasonal atmosphere at times. That's interesting. Now, the gas giants, I'm not really interested in going and scanning. I mean, we could go and scan the brown dwarf down here, the T-class brown dwarf. But I suspect that is a good distance away from the main star. I mean, let's go and have a look. There it is. It's 27,000 light seconds away. That's not too far. But I'm really just wanting to go and make some progress now towards actually getting to the nebula. Because I know you guys... Because look, we can actually see them in the distance there. We can see a few nebulae here. Now, I suspect that 2 of those are... Well, there was the Lagoon Nebula, obviously, and I reckon the other one is either the Trifid or the... Oh, I forgot what the other one was called again that I went to before, but I know there's the Lagoon Nebula, there's the Trifid Nebula, oh, the Omega Nebula. Potentially that one as well. It's 2 of those are... Those 2 in the front are one of those 3. I'm not sure which ones, but I know one is the Lagoon. Beyond that, I'm not sure. So again, we'll scan the main star while we have a look at the system map. Ooh, this is interesting. A bunch of these stars have not been scanned before. I'm not going to bother with these because these are just rocky worlds. But let's go and see how far away these main stars are, because they don't seem to be that far away. 9,000 light seconds? That's nothing. Pish, we'll actually go and do that. So yeah, we'll go and get our name on a star. So this is going to be nice. I mean, I seriously doubt there's anything really left inside the Lagoon Nebula to go and scan these days. I did manage to get my name on a brown dwarf back in the day when I first went there on my main account on Chaos Wolf. But that's about it. So, yeah, I don't even remember what system I was in. Somebody found it and actually told me, but I forgot what the system name was. What I'm thinking as well is... in the future, as soon as I get basically back to the bubble and basically turn in this hauler and get ourselves a better ship, like I said, I'm hoping for a Diamondback Explorer that I can go and modify. What I'm hoping is that after this exploration trip, I'm going to be able to get around about 13 to 14 million from it is what I'm hoping. I mean, my credit balance right now is somewhat pathetic. I don't even have the rebuy for this ship. But that's fine, we're out exploring. I don't expect to have anything. And this is the point. Mel never had the money to rebuy his ship. This is exactly what we're going for. But anyway, let's go and see if this star... Well... Anyway, let's go and see how close we have to get in order to start scanning this star. And there we go. We had to get to around about 3,800 light seconds away to be able to start scanning. So yeah, let's go and get our name on this one. Like I said, originally I wasn't that fussed about getting my name on things. But I feel like I'm getting swept up in the Explorer bug right now where I have to just go and get my name on things. It really just needs to be done. So we'll get our name on this one, we'll scan the next one, then we'll move over into the next system. It's only a red dwarf, which is fine. I mean, how far is the other one away? 80? Yeah, I'm not bothering with that one. So let's move over to the next system. Alrighty, so let's go and see what's in this system. There we go, 31 new objects, but that's on top of the others. Ooh, look at that. We're definitely going to have to go and get a close-up look at that planet there. I really like those ones. And I think after that we'll go and have a look at some of the other planets in the system. So yeah, we've scanned the main star, that's nice, so let's go and scan this one. Now these have been scanned previously, that's fine. Now I've got to say as well, one of the things that I'm really happy with in the current update, update 2.3, is that we've actually got the ability to go modify planetary scanners like detailed surface scanners and so on, and celestial scanners, because we can actually scan things much faster now. Apparently we can scan them 80% faster, I think. I'm not 100% certain, I'll have to go and double check that one. There we go. Now let's have a close-up look at this little beauty. Now this is very, very nice. I've got to say, I really do love the look of these Now, I've got to say, I really do love the look of these planets. They are gorgeous. What do you guys think? Do you like the look of these as well? I mean, I really cannot get enough of looking at these, and especially this type, where the magma planes are really noticeable over the vast majority of the planet. I really do like looking at these. So yeah, that's awesome. Now let's go and have a look at something else. Now I'm thinking let's go and have a look at this one. So that is actually behind us. So let's get turned around and go and have a look at that one. Now one of the things as well is I'd love to go and name this ship. I'm not actually going to name this one Serenity or anything, because I've actually got that name earmarked for the Diamondback Explorer. But as you can see, we've currently got this named Hauler, because I can't change it unless we're at a station. It would be nice if we could do that, but oh well. Might as well pick up a little bit extra fuel as we go past. Although it doesn't look like we need any more. I think we still had a full tank there. Our little reservoir tank still is, well, the little top bar is about only a third full, it's 2/3 empty. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to fill that up as well, because I love having a full fuel tank. And not being able to fill that last little bit up at the top, it just really aggravates me sometimes. And I don't know why. I do know why. It's because I have a very mild case of I'm very mildly obsessive about these kind of things. I like having things filled up. I'm not OCD, because that's a little bit too extreme for things. But I have like the most mild of cases of this kind of thing. I just like seeing things the way I like them. And here we go, we've actually got the gas giant starting to be scanned already, so it's really nice to be able to find these bigger planets that we can actually scan from a greater distance away. Now I do wonder whether we're going to be able to find anything interesting in this specific one. Oh, gas giant with water-based life, very nice. So that's going to be awesome. So maybe I'll get some life named after me. But I really look forward to eventually one day actually being able to fly around in the atmosphere of gas giants, because, well, that's all they really are, really, isn't it? It's just a swirling sphere of atmosphere. It's not like they're much else. But I'm really looking forward to being able to fly around those, because I think they would be absolutely amazing to go and be able to do. Now, obviously, we got a little bit caught by some gravity there. Well, that's fine. But let's go and park for the night in the ice ring. I'm actually going to go and choose the really bright section right here. So we're going to go right in here. I doubt it's going to make much of a difference to anything. So just got a no. God, that's terrifying. Just edging the throttle forward, just a tiny amount goes and just throws you so fast into the into the ring. But just look at all that ice. But I think that is going to be it for this episode. Now, I do hope you guys have enjoyed this. Like the video if you've liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Neither of those good enough for you, that's what the comments are for. I've been Commander Chaos Wolf from Sci-Fi Gaming. You guys, as always, have been epic. I will see you soon. And until next time, my fellow commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.